Yo, I'm a firm believer. If you dream of something, it's gonna happen. like, never give up on your dreams. Like, I'm here to tell you, never give up on your dreams. I've been dying to have this microphone in front of me since the day I picked up a microphone. But nah, yeah, like I said, if you got a dream or you got something that you want to accomplish in life or that you want to do, like, do it. Like, I'm here to tell you, it's possible. You can achieve it. Like, never give up. Even if it take 3 to 4, 5 years, shit take time. Don't let the internet make you think that you got to just get some shit done in the first month, the second month that you started. Nah, because on that third year, you gonna want to quit. But then, like, right when you want to quit, that's when that next step gonna come right in front of you. Mm-hmm. But yo, man, we back with another episode of the FTE podcast. You got your host, Cool Dex, Smoothie Dex, Driver Dex, International Dex, Groovin Dex, Ambiance Dex. It's so many more names that I gotta say, but I want y'all to. The guest I have on this episode today. Quick backstory. So me and my brother went out one night. It was a rainy night too. Like, I had no intentions on going outside. I was on the phone with my girl. I'm like, I might just go to sleep. It was a Saturday too. Mm-hmm. This is how you know we getting old. Because if I was like 24, 25, I was not about to be in the house. So he was coming in the house. I was walking out. I'm like, yo, you trying to go down to the Skillet? They having like an open mic night or whatever. So we go down there. So then after that, it's always something going on in Trenton. It's always like things that's like popping that we just don't know about. And so we take a little stroll around the corner. I said, oh, it's a building right here. They have something going on too. So I walks in, pay my money at the door. So I was talking to Valana, and she was like, yeah, we got a whole thing going on downstairs or whatever. So come downstairs. I'm running to you. I'm not even saying his name yet because like I didn't know his name at the time. So walk downstairs and he just happened to be here. Like, he wasn't even like planning on being here. So we get to talking and I say, oh shit, yo, you got the mics that I want. He was like, nobody be down here. I'm like, word, I'm about to be down here. like let me know what we got to do to figure this out, get this working. So I said, come to Starbucks too, like on Sunday. And this was going to be the test of, are we going to move forward or not? Because a lot of people say things and don't do it.
This was actually the next day.
Yeah, literally like the next morning, because it was late. It was late too. So that next morning, he pulled up to Starbucks. I was like, oh shit. So like I said, so the guest I got on today, man, like he kind of was like the piece I was like looking for, like me and Casey was looking for, same with Dante and Craig, we was looking for. But so without further ado, introduce yourself, let everybody know where you from, what you get into, what you do, and then we're going to build from there.
I say that's Mar Morningstar. A lot of people know me as, or Mar, Lamar, Major Look, Major Look Studios. We down here at Hub 13, Trenton, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. That's exactly where I'm from. Pretty much the nerd at the cool table.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah, I met Dex, like you said, I met him that day when we had something here at the Hub 13, and he said he was, I was something that that his team was missing, but like he said, nobody was using this room, man. Hey. Nobody was using none of these equipment that we had, and it was just like, wow, these guys are really doing it. I mean, they doing it, not just pump faking. No, they're doing it. Like when I pulled up to what was it, Starbucks, and I'm like, oh, they doing it. Like, and then you guys said you guys started this during the pandemic.
Yeah,
it was like, you guys doing it. I've been doing this for about 10 years, and
doing photography, like podcasting, like stuff, like audio, like pictures, like
all of that. And I haven't found anybody that was dedicated in this town anyway. Like that's what it really was. I couldn't find nobody that was dedicated in this town. And I was like, just to meet up with Dex and KC, I really appreciated these guys and seeing that they really doing this. And I was like, you know what? I can really give all my energy into working with these guys because we're going to make some dope art, man.
Yeah. And you know what, the also thing that like connected, it was like, it's not just about the money. Because we know that's going to come. Mm-hmm. But it's like, yo, like, let's just work. Mm-hmm. like, let's just work. Like, when you whipped out the drone, Like, yo, fuck me up. Like, cause I seen the drone before, but just to see that shit like in person, it was just like, yo, like holy shit. But so yeah, like, what got you into like taking pictures and stuff? Cause I feel like videography and photography are like two completely different things, and people like kind of blend them together.
I'm a guy that like to alter. I mean, my reality. I get bored with this reality that we live in.
Yeah,
so,
I feel you. I feel
so
you.
just to project my wild imagination out into the art that I create, that's what keeps me going with doing my videography, whether it's drone work, whether it's photography. I just do otherworldly captures.
What was one of your best shoots that like you remember, like, yo, like this is like just some shit?
Oh wow! I would say when I learned how to do the clone effect. So I did myself 3 times.
Yeah, when you showed me that, I was like, fuck me up too. Like that shit was crazy. Like yeah, like what was the inspiration for that? Like what made you want to like say, well, let me try this?
So when I watch my weird brain, when I'm watching videos, when I'm listening to songs, I create my own visual for those songs, even if they already got a visual.
Yeah, you doing your own rendition.
Yeah, I create my own. So I be having to get them out of my head. So I was like, you know what? I got a visual for this. What's his name? Bruno Mars song.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I got to put this out there, and I did it.
Damn, that's hard, yo. Like and the other thing too is like I want people to like think about too is like you just said like you had to like create your own like image of that, like your own situation with that, and it's like most people don't understand. It's like when you're doing that, like that's like the brain just like working on some like next like level shit or whatever the case may be, because somebody already has it done already. So to come up with your own thing to that is like crazy. But what's your like, I would say, what's the funnest part about doing this outside of like the creativity? Because we know we can create, but what's like the funnest part about like doing what you do?
Just meeting the different people, the different artists. Like since I've been doing this, and the people that I've been connecting with, like this building in its own, it's like a beacon for creatives.
Yeah. Seen a lot of people in here.
Hell yeah,
a lot of dope people in here too. You like more like, I want to say like candid moments, like when you taking flicks where it's like off guard, or you wanted to be like focused?
I really like the off guard. Because I've noticed from being a videographer and a photographer, it's like soon as people see the camera, they turn their cool on.
Yeah.
They turn their cool on. They start posing, making weird faces. I'm like, nah, I like the off. I like the off guard moments, bro.
Hey yo,
because it's real.
Well, all right. So super left transition pivot. I gotta do this, KC, because we ain't do this in so long. I feel like I used to ask people this question 2020. What's your definition of loyalty? It's not a trick question. Like this is whatever your definition of it is, because everybody's definition is different, and there's no wrong or right answer, just for you.
My definition
tick,
of loyalty.
Tick, tick, tick.
Wow, that's a good question. Wow. My definition of loyalty is
Cause some people is like, yo, what you do behind my back? Like how you act behind my back when I'm not around?
Wow. I'm almost upset at myself that I don't really. But my definition of loyalty, I would have to say that. You caught me with this one, gang. You really got me with this one, gang. Wow.
All right. Hold on to that. Top 5 pet peeves.
Oh, tooth. That's easy.
Go down the list.
My top 5, right?
Yeah, top 5 pet peeves.
Lateness. Procrastination. Pessimists. I can't stand pessimist people, like people that think about the worst case scenario. It's like our brain. Me personally, I'm really big on our brain. Bro. Our thoughts creates our reality. Yeah. So it's like if you're thinking about the negative thing 24/7, then you're really going to start manifesting.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
So that's 3. The next 2 pet peeves we on.
Wow. I'm stumping my boy.
Yeah, you
all
are.
these, hey.
You are, gang. You really are.
Stumping my boy.
Oh,
When you out about, see something like mine's is like I hate chewing. Like I hate to hear other people chew.
yeah.
Like, oh, that shit drives me fucking crazy. Yo. Hey,
I'm a big thing with. I don't like to hear people breathing. Like
Ooh.
if I hear them, oh my goodness. And it's
now
like,
I know when I'm
really?
around.
Yeah. Hold your nose still.
Clip up.
Or somebody telling me what I need to be doing. What I need to be doing.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Like, cause I want to go into that. Like, in your field, like, just everything you do. Do you run across that a lot? Where like people tell you like, oh no, you should do it this way. You should stand this way. You should do that. Like, and how do you handle that in the moment? Because it's like you can't just snap on somebody like that and like kind of curse them out. So how do you handle that? Because I know you've been in those situations where
All the
people are
time.
trying to tell you what to do.
All the time.
How do you handle that?
I said, thank you. I'm the creative here. I appreciate you.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna go forward with doing it this way because it comes. A lot of people I noticed from a lot of people that like a lot of my clients, they're not visionary people at all. They can't see what I'm telling them that the creation is gonna look like. So when they throwing in their vision, I can see it and I'm like, that shit is ass. And then you're gonna be pissed off if I was to do it this way. If I was to do it your way, you're gonna be pissed off because I had those type of experiences before. I did something the way that they wanted to do it, but me knowing that it's gonna be trash when I did it, and then seeing their reaction, it's like, yo, you picked this.
Oh,
this is your art. Remember?
Gotta hold them accountable for what their art. Yeah, you're right. This is their art. This is
Exactly.
not your art. Oh, all right. So in those situations, like, have you ever had to deal with a client that just wasn't satisfied, like no matter what?
I had to deal with that when I was the t-shirt guy.
I was using the t-shirts.
Yeah, I was a t-shirt guy for a minute before I got into the my photography.
You just
and
making like
videography.
your own like shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I was making custom shirts. Like,
Okay.
people would come up with their designs and I just created and let me put it on a shirt. And I had to deal with a lot of assholesness in Trenton.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to deal with a lot of stubborn clients. I had to deal with a lot of clients that thought that their way was the best way when they never did any art at all in their life. And it was just like, okay, we're gonna give it to you your way. And then I see
Once
their
again.
face. I see their face once they get it their way, and they're just like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah, this is their creativity.
Yep.
This is their art. This is what they came up with. Oh. The other thing too is like, once again, like I said, kind of in the field that you're in, being creative and whatnot. Like, do you ever like get those roadblocks in your head? Like, yo, like I can't think of nothing.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And how do you get out of that? Because there's people that's gonna be listening. I'm like, man, I've been through that. Like, I don't know how to get out of it. So how do you get out of it?
I'm a big meditation person. I'm a big spirituality. So I really know that I had to get my alone time to be able to get inspired.
True.
I really need to tune in and clear out all. I'm an empath as well, so I feel a lot of energy around me, and it's like I need to be by myself. So I always get my solitude. It's a must that I get my solitude, and the majority of people they take offense to it. Some people take offense to it when they're not getting their solitude, when they don't know how important solitude is. And oh my God, I need that for you guys to keep loving the Mar that you guys love now. I need my solitude, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how often do you like take breaks and like just like be by yourself?
Oh.
Because it's not easy to do, because once again we're in a space where everybody constantly like need to get access to you. Yo, can you do this? Can you do that? Like, how often do you like get to do that?
I need at least twice a week,
Twice, 2 times.
2 times a week. I take my solitude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you like just like accept whatever chance you get, or you say you take it? It's
No,
like, yo,
I take
like
it.
you.
I'm a father. I got 2 children, so
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I got to take my solitude.
You definitely.
And I live with my children. Live with me. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
so
I'm
it's
not a
definitely-
part-time father. I'm there.
Yo, nah. I totally understand, because like I said, you got kids. Like, we had the kids in the mix too. Yeah, because with that, that's a whole nother lane.
Whole nother world. Bro.
I'm waiting.
You can wait.
I'm waiting.
You can
I'm
wait.
30. Give me like another like year. I might join the club. Like, I might join the club at some point though.
Godspeed, bro.
But yeah.
Godspeed.
Yo, no,
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
like I said, like my friends, they got kids and whatnot. I salute them all day long. But I'm like, what I'm trying to do right now, like, Soon come. soon come. But the other thing too that I wanna speak on is like I said, being creative, but also inspiring other people to be creative. Like, do you find that, like, do you, like, when you work with other people, is it more of like you have to, like, because we say energy, everything, obviously you need the energy around you to be right, but do you ever have to, like, kind of nudge somebody to really, like, get them to be more creative while you're already in that space? Like,
oh yes, yeah, I find that a lot of times, because I start noticing that a lot of people, they haven't really thought outside the box. And when I say that, because I'm a person that the box never existed. I tell people the box never existed. The limit is illusion. The limit was a lie. You feel me? They say the sky's the limit. No, there was no limit.
Yeah.
There was no box. Who put you in a box that you had to think outside of? So it's just like when I tell people that, I feel as though I'm tapping into like childhood trauma that these people been through, that they
talk about it.
No one never told them that, like,
Talk about
you
it.
can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Talk about it.
Like, it's, I mean, saying that it sounds good.
Yeah,
But to actually
talk about
be
it.
around people that's just on the front part of your brain all the time. Like, when I met you guys, it was like, yo, these guys are fucking super nerds just like me, and they getting shit done. Like,
Yeah.
they getting shit done.
It's always
Like,
progression.
There was no limit. I see that there was no limit for you guys. So it's like, that's something that I always push to people. That's like, the box.
Don't box yourself in.
The box never existed. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how did you develop that mindset though? Like, cause I don't feel like certain things we're not born with. So it's like, growing up, I'm sure people was like, yo, like, no, you gotta do it this way. You gotta do it this way. You can't do it that way. So how did you break out of that and say, no, I'm not like playing. I'm not coloring within the lines.
I just always had a rebel mind state, bro.
Oh, you was just like that from being young.
Yeah,
Hey,
I got a lot of
just
beatings, a lot of
always-
ass whoopings.
Oh, you one of them kids. Like, you was one of them.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. And it wasn't bad. It was just like, I'm just trying all this. I'm taking this apart, putting this back together. I was one of those
Hey,
types.
one of those kids. Like, you just couldn't sit still.
Yeah,
Hey,
word up.
sit your
I was
ass down.
trying to reverse engineer everything that I had,
taking
bro.
shit apart
Yup.
and trying to put it back together. Nah, I understand that though. Yo, what's one of the best things that happened to you this year outside of what we doing right now? One of the best things that happened to you this year.
Getting my room down here at the Hub 13. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Hub 13. And shout out to all the fam down here at Hub 13.
Yeah. What's one of the things you had to overcome this year? Like the hardest thing you had to overcome this year.
It's 22. It's 22, right?
Yeah, 2020. Yeah. I be lost in the sauce too.
Hardest thing I had to overcome. All this thing started manifesting. All of this stuff started manifesting. And I didn't have my right hand man with me to experience all this stuff with me. That was like a bro to me. He's not dead or nothing. It's just I mean, me and my bro fell off.
And that happens.
It happens.
Oh, yo, that's the worst,
Yeah.
man. When you so close to somebody and then it's just like you just notice the gap start happening, the space start, and then it's like I say, it's no whatever. It's not like you say, you're not dead. It's not this, but it's just like, yo, we just naturally started to we're not agreeing on certain shit. We just breaking apart. Like, and I tell people that's life. Like, we're growing in our own ways, rightfully so. Like, as we should. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, and I feel like a lot of people make it an issue when somebody's growing. And it's like, yo, you can grow over there, I'm gonna grow over here. Then like, hey, if life happens to get back in that course of realign again, then we'll align again. But it's okay to like be away from each other.
Indeed. Like I still want anybody that I fall out with to still eat. But just can't eat at my table.
Exactly. Yeah, not here. Not at this table right here. You cannot. And that's the thing too. Like I always like, I never understood, like back in the day, I never understood why people like fell off like from each other. Like I used to be like, nah, like no, like we gotta figure this out. We gotta fix this. Like it gotta be. And I realized I was forcing things. Like I had to stop forcing shit. But I was thinking that I was helping. Like I'm like, no, I'm gonna elevate. But no, I was forcing it. Like, and so I feel like once we understand, like, yo, stop forcing shit. And you can't build everybody up. Like we need to stop trying to build. I feel like that because I saw somebody say this the other day. They was like, "Yo, stop trying to like build certain people up. Like you trying to build them up, you taking away from yourself, and they're not ready. They are not ready to be built. Like they're letting you know, yo, hey, look, I'm not with the shit. like I'm really not like KC tell you, I started off with mad people around me. It's just me and him. Like it was heads. Like you walk in my house, it was head. It was just people. And I was like, I felt like I was forcing it. I'm like, yo, nah, yeah, come over. Yeah, do this. Yeah, come do this. Come do this. Come do this. I'm thinking I needed all of that shit or whatever case may be. And I'm like, yo, I don't really need all of that. Like, and it's okay that you guys are doing that, and it's okay that I'm over here. But like you said, we just not at the same table. Like we're not at the same table. But I also do want to say is like I had to realize, how do you keep friends and business separate? Because we want to have our friends come in. Yeah. But how did you do that? And did you have to go through that where you was bringing your friends in? Like, what was that like for you? Because I know you was telling your friends like, yo, come on, just hold the camera.
That's
like,
exactly what I was doing, bro.
Yo, just hold the camera real quick. Yo, just, like, doing. But so how did you go through that? What was that process like for you?
Oh wow, that was a whole shift for me because I like you said, I thought I could bring my homies with me. I mean, I wanted them to come with me because I'm like, you know what? All right, they saying that they for me and stuff like that. All right, let me get them some roles. I mean, let's make a podcast, gang.
Yup. We talk enough. Like.
Word up. We sit down and talk enough. Let's come on, bro. Let's make a. But then I started seeing that people wasn't really with it. They weren't with the shits at all, bro. They was not really with it, and I was forcing them. And I seen that for me forcing them, I was pushing them away because I mean, I'm pretty sure that they didn't know how to tell me that they didn't want to do it or that they. I mean, it wasn't a passion. I started seeing that it wasn't a passion. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. I saw that it wasn't a passion. It was like I kept on forcing people, and that really created static in a lot of my relationships that I had. That I was trying to force people into. I mean. Greatness.
Yeah. But it wasn't what they wanted though.
Exactly.
But also the other thing I realized what I was doing was when somebody else had a dream, I was trying to help them build that dream as well. But then I had to realize that wait, they don't want it that much. So now I'm putting more energy into it than they are. I feel that. I'm like, damn, you said you wanted to do this. Like, I got everything you need, do it. Like, but then it's like, no, they didn't have the motivation themselves.
There you go.
Like, and I thought I was motivating them by just showing my actions. I'm like, all right, well, you see how I'm doing. You see him do it. And then I realized, I'm like, all right, that's not even motivating them. Like, because it kind of go back to when we see, like, the rappers and stuff on the internet. They're like, oh, motivational purposes only, where they showing the chains, the cars, and the money. And it's like, but then they shitting on you in the process. Like, they talking shit about you in the process. Like, yeah, man, you broke motherfuckers ain't got this, but I thought it was motivation. Like, you making me feel bad. I don't have like this jewelry that's not worth nothing. Like, you paid $100,000 for this chain that's really not worth nothing. This car can be gone tomorrow. Like all of that shit, and I had to realize that I'm like, yo, like my one boy told me the best. He said it straight to my face. He was like, yo, bro, I will help you out with the podcast, but this is not my lane or my dream. I do not want to be on the mic. I do not want to be on the camera. like shout out to my man Dev. Like he said that to me, to my face, looked me dead in my eyes, and was like, bro, this is not what I want to do. like, but if you need me, I will come. You feel me? But I do not want to. Like, and I was like, but I had to respect it though, because it was that honesty. If he wasn't that honest, if he would have beat around the bush, we would have fell out. This wouldn't work. I wouldn't have got this far. But he said, yo, bro, I don't want to do this. But call me from some behind the scenes shit. If you want to talk about it, like if you need me to type something for you, like I got you. But this ain't it for me. Like I don't want to do that. So I had to realize, like, do you feel like being honest is like a fault sometimes because of the person they can't take it, or it's like fuck it, just rip the Band-Aid off?
Nah, rip the Band-Aid off.
Nah, I was trying to get you. I was trying to see if you was going. Trying to see if you was gonna fall for it.
No, rip that Band-Aid off. Hell nah. Don't sugarcoat anything, because I'm not a sugarcoater.
Yeah,
you gonna get all of this.
Can't be in this game. Like word especially up. When we're doing what we're doing. Like even outside of this podcast and just being creative and doing your own shit. Like you have to like be upfront and let people know what it is. Like I feel like communication is key, and I feel like when I communicate with people, I communicate so much in the beginning that they forget about the conversation that we initially had. So then when we fall out later on down the line, they're like, yeah, but you didn't. I'm like, I told you in the first 2 bars. I told you in the first 2 bars. You chose not to remember. Then they're like, oh yeah, you did. But then it's like, what, you didn't think I was serious? Like you thought it was like, you thought I was playing? You thought I was feeling you?
Dead ass.
Like so like I said, my whole twist with everything that's going on right now was just like being honest, being upfront, and holding people accountable. Like I feel like nobody's being held accountable now. And that communication. Like if you're not communicating with somebody, you're not holding them accountable. What's the point? Relationships, friendships, business ships, any ships, whatever it is. Like accountability is key.
And it's a flex when you got people in your corner that can hold you accountable. It's like, who the fuck is telling you that, bro? Really?
Yeah.
Who that you got on your team that knows your morals and knows your principles and checking you when you violate those? You feel me? You need people like that in your team.
But I also feel like too, when we meet new people, I feel like that should be the initial thing in the relationship, is like holding them accountable, just for like little things, like little shit, just to let you know, like, yo, like this is what I'm on. I'm serious. Like I'm on your ass. Just like you should be on my ass, like about shit.
Word up.
like it was like, and it's like just like last time we talked, I said, yo, we gonna come back. We gonna set everything up. And where we at?
We here.
Like, when we talk, I say, hey, look, if we set everything up in time, we got time. Let's record. Like, you see me? Let's try it. Let's see how shit go. Let's test run everything. Like, let's just work shit out. Like, let's crunch shit out. Let's get shit done. Let's take our time. Like, we gonna like, we gonna get these shirts popping. Like, we gonna get these fucking pictures and shit popping. Like, we gonna get these videos popping. Like, we gonna get fucking everything popping. It's like. It's just so much that just like yo, like I'm just like, I be at a loss for words some days, because like I go to sleep at night and I'm like, yo, we doing something. Like
doing it,
this was it. Like this was the goal. Like this was the dream. Like to have a bunch of people in one room that actually want to do it.
And like, I'm still stoked, bro.
Me too, bro. I still be at like a loss for like shit some days. I'm like, man, like we really. But also tell people how they can find you and shit too. Like, tell them what services you offer as well.
Oh, most definitely. Photography, videography, sublimation shirts, sublimation everything. But you can find me on Major Look Studio on Instagram. You can also find me on Mara Campbell on Facebook. You can find me in I Am Art on Facebook as well.
And also the other thing that I want you to let people know is when they do reach out to you, what's the turnaround time? Because I feel like everybody's turnaround time is different. Like not just specifically just for this, but like your turnaround time. If you shoot something with somebody, like when do you expect to have it back to them?
I expect, me personally, within a week.
A week of you shooting.
Of me shooting it. Yep.
Okay. And is it something that's like you kind of got a system where it's like, yo, you go home, you just start floating, you just start editing shit, you just start getting shit done, or is it like?
Well, yeah. Normally when I shoot to edit. I don't know if anybody out there is just getting into videography, photography, anything. Shoot to edit, please. Shoot in the knowing that this shot. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easier if I already know that the things that I need in the editing process. So shoot the edit. So I do that. So it helps the process go way smoother when you shoot the edit.
That's a fact. I might name this episode that shoot the edit. I ain't gonna lie, nothing. No. But nah, man. Like, hey, so this was, like I said, this was a nice little quick episode, man. Like I said, appreciate you, bro, for doing this. Like, this is, like I said, we got so much more coming for y'all. Like I made a post. I was like, yo, I can't wait for y'all to see the new shit we got going on, and this is the new shit. Like this is the new shit. We up at it. We active. We got shit going on. Like I said, if y'all want to come fuck with us, if you're creative and you feel like you can add value to what we got going on, hit us up.
Do it.
We around. I like new people. I like new energy, and I feel like after a while, like if you're looking at something for too long, or like you do something for like a certain amount of time, you kind of need fresh eyes. So how we think something is good, somebody else might come in and be like, just do this, and be open to new ideas, be open to new shit. Like, never be closed off to shit. Get out that box, because I feel like when we was younger, they told us the color on the lines and shit like that because we wanted it nice and neat. Fuck them lines. Like, get all out of them shits. Like, that's when the best art is made, when you get out of the lines. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, man, I appreciate you, bro, for doing this. Shout out to KC in the back. He's shooting episodes again. It's been a minute. I can start putting a little engineer that could back in the on the joints on the Instagram page. Nice. Like I said, and also that was like with me and him too. I know I keep going, but like we started off doing it together, but then like we separated because it was like, all right, he needed to go off and experience new things. I needed to experience new things, and then it's like now it's like, all right, yo. He like, yo, look what I learned. I'm like, yo, look what I learned. Like, it's like, yo, we like kids coming back to the playground. Like, look at my rock. Like, no, look at my rock. Like, it's just like, yo, like, and it's exciting though. It's like a breath of fresh air. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, man, we're gonna highlight y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week, next episode. Hey, everybody be great. Keep being great. Peace.